Hi guys, so welcome to a new video. Thanks for watching. And as you can see, most of you know sometimes what the inside of my vehicle looks like. So I am home in my SUV. Do not zoom in back here. There is a whole bunch of crap going on. I got sacks and stuff. Of course, I had to get some supplies when I got home. I drove on my last run from Georgia home and stopped throughout each state in different cities at Walmarts and Dollar Trees to try to find like water and, you know, essentials. And of course, like most of the states, everything was wiped out. But over the course of several stops, I was able to find what I needed. So yeah, like many of you that may be out of work, I currently am as well. I was supposed to pick up a vehicle this past Friday in Kansas City, Missouri, after I dropped my truck in Georgia. However, DMVs started closing, so I was told to come on home and not to pick up that truck. Most of our vehicles, we do have to go to the license branch and get them titled and registered. So because the DMVs are closing, we cannot deliver vehicles. So unfortunately, I had to come home. I was out on the road for about 5 or 6 weeks. So I was able to bank some pretty good money, and I'm hoping that's enough to tide me over until I start working again. And I made these wonderful goals at the start of the year to not re-sign my lease, to live back in my SUV so I could save some money, finish paying off my bills, get a piece of land, and build my tiny little home. And I started to save some money for that. And I was getting pretty positive about it because the start of the year was kind of slow with work, slower than last year. But then it started picking up and I was like, yeah, my bank account is finally like growing. And now, unfortunately, I'm going to see it decline because of the situation we are facing. I face another obstacle living in my vehicle where all these restrictions are starting to be put on traveling. There are, I can't even think of the word right now. Like, oh, curfew. There are curfew restrictions in some states and cities. So I'm sure it won't be long before there are curfews and restrictions here in Indiana, in the area I stay. So sorry, I got distracted by this vehicle beside me. I came to my local state park. I was going to see about hiking and see about the campground situation. Right now, the campground is open and they are still on their winter hours. So it's like, I think $12 a night, maybe 16. I can't remember what she said. But once they open the shower houses and bathrooms, it goes up to like 24 a night through the weekday and I think 32 on the weekend. Don't quote me on that. I'm trying to remember. I called a few days ago. But I came out here. There's no gate fee today. I was going to do some hiking, do this video, and just kind of hang out. And there's like, I'm in this parking area. There's no one else around. And it always happens to me everywhere I go. Someone parks almost right next to me. But it's a guy and his little girl and they're going fishing. And he came back to his car for something. So it distracted me. For a minute. Okay, done with the distraction. Where was I? Anyway, yes, I'm home and trying to figure out where I'm going to be staying, showering, things like that. I have family here. They have offered, but I'm very strong-willed and stubborn. I like to be independent and on my own, and that probably, I have my microphone on, so I probably just muffled that, but yeah, I am not with it together, guys. I have a little bit of footage of the road where I went on a few runs, so I will insert that into this video. Also, I had been thinking about it for a while, but I decided to make a bug out bag, and I, of course, being a girl, like to take a lot more stuff. And no, to start off, I did not pack my straightening iron or any makeup. That is a totally different situation than when I'm traveling on the road and I refuse to give up my straightening iron or refuse to give up my makeup. I can find a way to straighten my hair, put my makeup on while I travel on trucks. Having to grab a bug out bag and go is a totally different situation, so I did not pack those items. But I'm having trouble kind of dwindling it down to the actual necessities. I have an REI day pack. I believe it's 22 liters. And it's actually stuffed so full I can hardly zip the zippers. And I'll make a video and show you guys what I put in there. Maybe you guys can help me like dwindle it down or tell me what I'm missing that I could take. But I want to get a little bit bigger one, because when I make my bug out bag, I know some people carry one that's just for their vehicle, or like carry a lot more stuff for a more intense situation. But for me, just to do one for my car, I mean, my car is my home. So if I'm gonna have one, I might as well have one that will work in a few different scenarios. So I have quite a bit more than what you would have just in one that you would grab out of your glove box and go with. I did go and buy an extra magazine for my gun, and I have 3 magazines now and a lot more bullets. I don't know, I'm kind of one of those people that think a little bit more outside the box as far as situations go without getting in my opinion or views too deep. I like to be prepared for any situation, and my mind tends to go a little wilder on things, and so to calm those thoughts in my mind, I just want to prepare for those thoughts. And so that's why I did go ahead and make that bug out bag. And yeah, I had a really hard time figuring out what to put in there as far as necessities. So that video will be coming pretty soon, and I need all of your help. Maybe you've made one, maybe you're thinking about making one, or I don't know, just your thoughts and opinions on it, and that might help me. But for now, I'm getting ready to go on a hike. I think it's very cold here today. I don't know what's going on. We're into spring now, and the high is 41. I think currently it's 37 and feels like 31. So it's going to be really, really cold. So I'm getting ready to change into my old hiking shoes, because I don't wear very practical shoes. I wear shoes that just slip on, and yeah, I can't really run in them or hike in them, but they're very comfortable to wear while you're driving. That's one of the things with my bug out bag. I attached these with a carabiner to the outside, because if I do have to grab it, I will kick off the shoes I have on and put these on, because I don't wear these on a normal basis because I find them very uncomfortable. And yes, I know being ready and prepared doesn't always mean comfort, which is another thing. I have tried several different gun holsters. I've had a belly band, I've had something called the Trump, I don't know, it goes around your waist, and I wore that for a little bit, but it was uncomfortable too. So finally I got a leather holster that just has a clip, and it's for inside waistband carry. But I don't wear a belt because I find jeans that zip up uncomfortable, I find belts uncomfortable. So when I put that holster inside my waistband, whenever I would draw my gun, the whole holster and everything would come out with it. So finally, I decided for practical reasons that I should start wearing a belt. So I did get a belt. I don't like it, but honestly, it made the world of difference in drawing my gun. My gun comes cleanly, is that a word? It comes out of my holster without pulling the holster out. So that makes me feel a lot safer if I'm ever in a situation where I would need to use it. Also, I can clip my knife on there as well and have it with me. So anyway, that's enough of me rambling. I'm gonna get out there and go for at least a little bit of a walk and try to stay warm. And there's not much to show you guys. The trees are pretty bare right now. But maybe I'll just show you a little clip of the hike I go on. The hikes are fairly simple in this park, pretty much flat ground. There are little hills, but not a lot, but it's something to get out and do and enjoy nature for a bit. So thanks for tuning in, and until I talk to you guys next time, Have a wonderful week. Stay safe and healthy. Bye. I do apologize. It's very windy out here, so you probably won't be able to hear me very well. I don't really like wearing my microphone when I go on hikes because it looks kind of weird. So we'll check out which trail this is. I am at, well, I'm not going to tell you where I am just because I'm going to be home for a while. Although you'll probably see it on here. I don't know. So trail 6. Where is trail 6? Oh, right here. Okay. I don't think it's trail 6.5, easy. Okay, so we'll go on an easy hike today. Not much to see. Lots of brown leaves and trees. There is a lake at this park. It is Mount Summit Lake, Mount Summit Park, State Park. There is a pretty big lake where you can go out and boat and fish. You can't do like a runabout boat, is that what they're called, or speedboat or whatever. More like a fishing boat. And I think, oh, there is a campground here, there's a beach here, and there are some trails here. You can also rent paddle boats, and you can put kayaks out on the lake. So there's quite a few things to do here. I'm not sure if this trail goes up around by the water. It might. I didn't bring anything to hold my phone steady either. So I'm just holding it with my hand. So it's probably pretty shaky. Apologize for that. It does look like we're going to get out of the mud up here onto some grass. Sky is kind of gray today. It looks a little blue in the camera, but it's really gray. Okay, so I'm not sure which way the trail goes. Let's go this way. This may just be like a little path that people use to go down and fish at the lake. See these purple not sure what that is. Maybe raspberry bushes or something? Blackberry bushes? They've got thorns on them. One of the things I used to do with my boys, we would go mushroom hunting for morels. That should be coming up in another month or so. I don't do it now because they're grown. It was more something I did with them. And tell me if you guys do that in your state, or if you've ever heard of it. I never heard of it before I had the boys with their dad when we used to be married. It's like mushroom hunting. I had no clue. So yeah, let me know down in the comments if you guys know what mushroom hunting is, or if you've ever been before. So yeah, this does come down to the lake. Yeah, so this one's just a dead end. Looks like a whole tree fell in there. Right over there is the beach. Oops, right over there is the beach. It's really small. Bathrooms and such. All right, let's go back on our walk, our hike, our treacherous, dangerous, easy hike. That's half a mile. All right, I'll be back with you in a minute. Thanks for joining me on my hike. I zipped my coat all the way up. I don't have my gloves on. And I put my hat on, but since I cut my hair short, I don't know, I feel like I look like a boy if I wear a hat. Or if I like pull my hair back, because I'm so used to it being long. Feels good to get out and walk though. So what are you guys doing to keep your minds occupied and your bodies healthy on your downtime right now? Let me know down in the comments what you guys are doing. I think it's good if you can get out in nature. Nature's always healing, always soothing. So let me know what you guys do. I found some geese chillaxing in the lake. Hopefully this will focus for you guys. Why are you not focusing? There we go. There we go. Gosh, I just wonder how that water feels to them. Like, do they get cold? You know, like it's pretty chilly right now. This path is rather muddy. Yeah, like super muddy. Like there's water. I don't know if you guys can see the water in the mud. Like it's really mushy. So I'm going to attempt to go over here to the side, but there's lots of bushes that have thorns on them. So I'm really not about like getting thorns stuck in me. I don't have on the best of hiking clothes right now. This was kind of a last minute decision. And yeah, I just have on like my jeggings. They look like jeans, but they're really thin material that rips really easily. And I'm pretty sure this trail just like goes up here and then turns around, goes back. So, I mean, it got the legs moving, I guess. I don't know, it looks like it's, I don't know, it may go on back here, but sure seems like I've been half a mile already. Haven't encountered anyone on the trail, so that's a good thing, right? Nature is definitely a good place to go self-quarantine. If y'all are bored in your homes and there's no limits in your state, I would definitely suggest getting out there. I do have to say my transport job, it's not been very good on me physically the last year. I do work a lot when we are working, so I have put on a few pounds, not happy about it, and I've tried to figure out ways to incorporate exercise. It's really hard when you drive, you know, 11 hours a day. So if you guys have any suggestions on that too, especially if you're a truck driver or have been a truck driver, let me know. So yeah, it looks like this trail ends right here and then just circles around and goes back. Well, I appreciate you guys going on the hike with me. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.